What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are hanging out in studio with Lilia Buckingham.
Hello.
It has been almost over a year since we've seen you last. We were at the Sally shoot, the Sally Miller shoot.
I can't believe that was over a year ago.
That was at your house. You guys were all getting your, modeling on.
So fun.
And you've done so much since then. I know we were just talking a little bit before we went live, and just absolutely incredible what you've been doing. We have so much to hit on in this interview. So I feel like we should talk about Dirt first. Brat's show Dirt, because you guys just released a new episode recently.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit, the season, right now we're only in 3 seasons, or 3 episodes. 3 episodes in the first season.
3 seasons.
I'm gonna cut that part out anyway, because when we air this, you might release another episode.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's talk about, we're in the beginning of season 1. Tell us a little bit about your experience so far as your character and how you relate to her.
Okay, so I actually started as Autumn on Total Eclipse and Chicken Girls. So I got the basis of her. She's a cheerleader and kind of the head girl in school, and very confident and cool and collected. And
so just like you.
Exactly. No, I'm kidding. But I take a lot from her. Like, I get to learn a lot from her, because you'll see more in Dirt. She is very strong. And so, back to what I was saying. So in Chicken Girls and Total Eclipse, I didn't really have the whole story of who she was. I just, as an actress, you kind of have to make it up.
Right.
So when I got to film Dirt, and I got to give her a family and a boyfriend and a bigger backstory, it was so interesting and fun to be like, this girl is more than just a cheerleader, Like, she breaks that stereotype, and obviously she loves photography and stuff. She's very artistic, and I think that's kind of where we relate to each other. But I don't want to spoil anything, because I am the worst at keeping secrets. Like, Brat will be like,
they gotta make sure
please
you're under
stop.
contract. You can't say anything.
I was on live one time, and I spoiled something, and I was like,
oh boy.
and I stopped the live. But I'm really bad at it, so I won't say anything too big. But she's a lot of fun to play, because she is so confident and she's so complex in the way that she wants to rule everything but has no control at home. So like, the reason she's such a control freak at school is because it's the only place that she can, and so dealing with her insecurities is a lot of fun, and I can kind of take that from myself, because obviously I'm a teenage girl and a teenager in general. Like, I have insecurities, and she deals with them in interesting ways, and I kind of got to channel my own insecurities in that and conquer them with her, which is fun.
Which what would from the outside, and it's easy to say this about everybody and anybody on TV. We have these picture-perfect lives, but you do mention you are a teenager and you're playing one on camera, and you do have these insecurities, and you're growing with your character. What are some of those insecurities that you've kind of been able to overcome through this experience on camera?
So a lot of it has to do with the way that you look. I mean, we're all on social media nowadays, and so you want to look perfect. You want to be incredibly skinny and have
picture perfect
exactly
life,
that look that you've been told is perfect. And I mean, I'm not like a Victoria's Secret model, but that's not what you should be looking like. You should be looking like yourself, and all of that is beautiful. And I think Brat has done a really great job of, on Dirt, we all look kind of different. I mean, me and Kalani obviously look super different, but
it's a diverse cast.
Exactly, we're pretty diverse, and the rest of Brat is too. So it's been easy, and also the cast is so supportive that it's if I'm oh, I feel like I look so big on camera, they're like, you're so you don't even worry about that. You look beautiful. And that's fine. And so I've been able to come into myself, and I think that shows on camera, that gain of confidence. And also my acting, I was really insecure because I'm a perfectionist. I want to be good at everything.
Exactly.
And I have so many incredible friends, like my friend Millie, who's 11 on Stranger Things, incredible actress, amazing. Maddie Ziegler, who is in Book of Henry and is so emotive? She emotes? She's very good at emoting.
Right.
She's really good at emoting. And it's just I'm surrounded by all these talented people, and I'm I will never be as talented as them. So kind of being told the ladder and being like, you're really great, and like
and being able to come into your own.
Exactly, and like separating myself from that and being like, I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm learning as we go on, and it's been amazing to kind of step into myself and be like, this is what I love doing, and like I don't need to be this person, like I don't need to be as good as them or whatever, like I can be my own, and we don't have to compare ourselves because that's the worst thing you can do, like compare yourself to another person, because you're like, I don't look as pretty, like I don't look like her, like you can be a different kind of pretty, like that doesn't matter.
Like when it comes back to, we mentioned the social media aspect, and I mean, you have almost 1 million followers, you're so close on Instagram, and just how do you deal with all of that? You know, all of those, there's just constantly comments, but have you been able to, you know, there's always gonna be some negativity. Have you been able to just, like, what's your way of dealing with it?
Well, I mean, I used to just block it out completely, and I was like, this, I think about it, and I'm like,
but we're human, right?
Exactly,
We're
there's
human,
no
we
way
think about it,
you can be like, whatever, it doesn't matter, because like, it does affect us. But I always think, I'm like, if this person is hating on me, then something is wrong with them.
Right.
So it's like, it isn't me, they're having a problem with themselves, and as mean as that person is, I feel sorry for them, because I'm like, I'm really sorry that you have to express your anger and your hatred in this way. And I always try to be like, and not even just me, like my friends get so much hate, and fans will fight with each other, and I just bring other people down because of someone else. It's so painful to watch. And like, we're all very young, and I mean, right now social media seems like our entire life or whatever. And sometimes like fans, obviously they don't see our whole lives, so it's hard watching them tear other people down because of what they see on social media.
They don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, you just have to think that like, it isn't you, it's them.
Exactly.
And that's how I get it, and I'm like, I hope you are okay. And like, I hope that this cyberbully is okay.
And you guys mentioned, you mentioned you guys are also young. How old are you now?
I'm 15.
You're 15. And, you know, being surrounded by, you know, young women like Millie and Maddie and Mackenzie, do you guys, you know, I want to talk a little bit about, because I feel like you guys are a little circle of female empowerment, which is what the world needs a little bit more of. 100%. Do you guys, you know, give me some examples of how you guys keep each other empowered, whether it be, you know, a group chat that's like, hey, saw the new episode, you killed it, loved it. You know, how do you guys keep each other motivated and blocking out all of that negativity and hatred?
Well, me, Millie, and Maddie have a group chat called Three Musketeers, and it's very cute. I miss them. They're the cutest. They're like two of my little girls. I love them. But if like I send a photo to them, they're like, you look so beautiful. Oh my God. It's never like, what are you wearing? Like, it's always, we're always lifting each other up. And if one of us needs advice from the other person, or someone's like, or they ask, they're like, will you not like me if I do this? It's like, no, of course I'll love you. Like, I'll always love you. It's just we're constantly giving each other positive messages, and that's not obviously just me, Millie, and Maddie. Like, all of my incredible friends, like, they'll text me if I do something good, or if like they see something on my story, they're like, I'm so proud of you, you're amazing. And you're like, that is the nicest thing to hear. And I just saw that Annie LeBlanc just got a new show, and I texted her and I was like, congratulations, like, you're so great, like, that's amazing. And so it doesn't matter like who the person is, you just always know that they'll appreciate a text like that. Also commenting on these people, like I comment on all my friends' photos, being like, you are perfect.
Little comments like that go a long way. There is room for everyone at the top. That's what I like
100%. I just like posted a photo, and all of my friends commented on it, being like, you're stunning, you're perfect, you're gorgeous. I'm like, guys, stop. What did I do to deserve this?
It is good though to also have like those core best friends who you know, give you so much positivity, but also keep it real with you. Like, you gotta have your girlfriends that like 100%. You can make fun of things with and each other, because otherwise, you know, I'm sure people, I mean, I have had friends who are like, Cassie, you can't post that photo, or
100,
girl,
like,
you gotta change the filter, or
you
something
gotta
like
change
that.
the filter. I mean, they keep me, I think we keep each other so grounded, because Millie is British, so and my dad is British, and they are honest, and but they know how to deliver it in a way that you're like, you're right. Yeah, I shouldn't wear this top. Like, I shouldn't do that, because it's like, it's funny because they're British.
Right. And they can get, like, it's just so good to keep it real with your best friends.
Exactly.
You reach a point where you're not really best friends, you're family. And
exactly,
it's like,
100%. And Maddie is my sister.
Yeah.
And so, but she is the most supportive person I know. She's always like, she's amazing.
How do you guys all find time to hang out? Because you're all working on your individual projects. I'm sure we got products coming out soon too. You know, how do you guys all keep in? I mean, obviously with technology and everything, you can keep in touch, FaceTime and texting and whatnot. But you know, do you guys make it a priority to make sure you guys see each other as much as you can?
Yeah, I mean, those girls are so busy, and Newly's gone. She doesn't live here, but Maddie does, which is so nice. And yeah, Maddie's sleeping over at my house tonight.
Oh,
so
good.
it's like,
tell her we said hi.
Yeah, she like always comes to support me in like school dance shows, because I go to real school. So it's like she'll come to those little things, and it's important that we do see each other. Like, we're trying to plan a visit out there so we can go see Millie. Like, it's just hard because they are so busy. So it is like priority to see each other. But if we can't, it's always FaceTime or text or like however we can talk to each other. But also, if we do go like a week without like hanging out, I know we'll all still be as close. It's like those types of friends where if you don't talk for 2 weeks and then you strike up a conversation again and you're like, oh yeah, this is my best friend.
Now, I love that you mentioned that you still go to a real school. Why is that so important for you to kind of, you know, I know I can say this because I have met your mom, and I absolutely love and adore your mom, and I feel like she's kind of that driving force in your whole family, of just keeping you grounded, that no matter what
100%.
Fame comes your way, you know, you're still going to stay the path.
You know, school is obviously, the school I go to is super academic, and it's very challenging. But going there, it's like no one treats me like I'm different. Sometimes the boys will be like, hey, close to 1 million. I'm like, yeah, thanks guys. But it's like everybody treats me like I'm normal, which obviously I am, but like I don't feel like it has changed anything. And I have 2 amazing best friends there who are also like my sisters, and they kind of definitely always bring me back to reality, because I'll be filming for a few weeks and miss a bunch of school, and then come back and it'll be like, this is my like,
you gotta balance,
this is exactly, like it's a perfect balance. I have like my filming, and then I like my filming girls who like know what it's like to be in the spotlight, and then it's like I have my amazing, perfect, normal best friends who are like, they're like, oh cool, you got 1 million followers on Instagram, whatever, I got an science test. They're like, who's the real winner here? I'm like, you're right, you got me there.
All about that balance. Exactly.
So like going to school, it's also interesting because I get to see so many different like types of people. My school is pretty diverse, and so I get to work with, like we created a gun control club. I don't know why I just forgot what a club was called.
Gun control group.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like we have an amazing LGBT club. Like everyone is just super supportive of each other.
Awesome.
Exactly. I'm so lucky to go to such an incredible school. I'm so grateful that like I have the opportunity to learn, and hopefully one day I want to write and direct and produce. So I do need this education behind me to to keep me going. Yeah, exactly.
Amen.
Like I need it. I don't think I could, like as hard as finals are coming up, as stressed as I get, I do know that it is going to help me in life, even if at some point I do have to start missing because of projects and stuff, because that is what I love to do. It's like I've still had this background of being a normal kid and having to turn in my assignments and deal with friend drama and like try to include everybody. It just teaches you how to be a good person.
100%.
Because some people are bad people at school, and so you're like, I don't want to be this person. So it has been an amazing learning experience. Because it's school.
And now I want to go back to the social media and talk about Positively Social and kind of how that started and what's the latest with it.
So me and Maddie and I were talking about how we get cyberbullied all the time, and especially Maddie because she has many followers. It's like, and Kenzie, I don't know why I didn't say Kenzie. Like Kenzie gets so much hate, and it is like painful to watch.
Right.
And so I was like, how do we help kids learn how to not do this? Because social media is still relatively new to us, although kids my age have grown up with it.
Right.
Like my mom, this is so new to her. Like she does Instagram master, but still, it's like, it's so new. So like we have to learn, we have to teach kids how to use it correctly.
Right.
Because
commenting to that negativity has just become easy.
I was gonna say, it's normalized.
Right.
Which it shouldn't be. So that's kind of what what Positively Social focuses on. Trying to teach kids how to responsibly use social media, and my brother and my friend Charlotte's older sister and Charlotte are involved with it because they go to normal school, and so they know kind of the other end of it where it's like colleges will see what you post. Like this is gonna hurt a kid at your school because you cropped them out of a photo. You get a billion followers and the hate that comes with that aspect, and you also get this is how you should use it responsibly. So yeah, it's been really cool working on it. I mean, everybody who's involved in it is so busy with other stuff, but we are trying to do the most that we can.
Yeah, and even a little bit goes a long way though, because it starts with just bringing awareness to everyone else about the issues that are underlying on social media. And it's really, I do, that's why one of the many reasons why we love you is because you're using your platform for good, which is always so great to see in this industry especially. But I want to talk a little bit about your projects as well, because other than Brat's series Dirt, you have produced and starred in another one, right?
Yes, I produced and starred in a short film called Idiots. And it was a primarily female crew. The writer was female, the director was female, the two producers were female, and then one of our producers was male, but he's awesome. So it was amazing working on that set because, and our second AD was female. It was so everybody was, I felt so empowered because I'm so young, being yeah, this is what I want to grow up in. This should be our environment. So seeing that and being able to work on this project, which was a lot of fun because it's basically based in a beach town, kind of like the Hamptons, and it focuses on a girl who's just had to move from the big city because her dad did some illegal stuff, and so she gets to this beach town, and she's been going there for a little bit, and they call her a cityite because that's actually what they call city kids. So if you're from the Hamptons or if you're from New York and you go to the Hamptons. For vacations and stuff, the
Memorial Day weekend
that
everyone goes for.
The East Hampton kids used to have a slang term, and it was called the Cityites. And so we were how funny would it be if we did a story kind of based on a cityite? So Janie, our amazing director and writer, wrote it, and it's awesome. It was so fun to film. Dylan Summerhall is in it next to me. This girl named Issa, they're Indiana, Bryce Xavier.
Great,
They're all in it.
It's a lot of familiar faces.
Exactly, and it was fun to work on because I had more say in it, and hopefully we'll see what happens with it. But I'm really excited. I just saw the first director's cut, and it's amazing.
So we're at the cut, the
exactly.
first director's cut.
So we're gonna edit it a little more, and then we're gonna see where it goes from there.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. And
it's
you're
a
just
lot of fun.
Wearing all the hats in it. That's so great. You're really immersing yourself and trying to learn too, which is what's so great.
100%.
You're not just hi, put me on camera,
exactly.
That's so respectable. We love that. I can't even believe we have yet another project to talk about because you're just, balancing everything.
Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
gosh, this sounds so casual. You wrote a book.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So
hardest thing in my life.
Okay, let's talk about that. So it's fiction.
It's fiction.
Where did the inspiration come from? Where and when were you when you were I'm gonna write a book?
So I love reading. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. I get made fun of for it. I'll made fun of, but I'm such a nerd. I love books, and so I was I kind of have a lot of ideas in my head, and I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I should just try something. And I took a creative writing class at school, and I got to write short stories and stuff. And my friends were these are actually really good. I'm not lying. I would tell you, they're actually really good. And
those friends that keep it real.
My mate, Charlotte and Taylor, if you're out there, I love you. So I was in the Hamptons. Everything happens in the Hamptons.
Yep.
And we drove past this. We were parasailing, and the girl who took us on the boat was telling us about this place called Camp Hero, and it has a bunch of conspiracies surrounding it. It's very weird. It's in this town, so it's East Hampton, Southampton. They're all very nice, cool, fun. And then there's Montauk, which is straight out of a movie, kind of like your Pretty Little Liars town. And so, right in the center of it is Camp Hero, and it's this very shut down military base that people think bad stuff went on there. And so it's based on that conspiracy theory. It's called Hero. It's based on that conspiracy theory. It's told from two perspectives.
Okay.
One is like a girl kind of like me, and her brother goes missing the summer before, but they think he's dead.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then the other perspective is a boy who's from Montauk, and his mom disappeared because she worked at like the state park, the Camp Hero.
Yeah.
And he needed, or his mom left them, and he needed a reason to like back it up because one day she just disappeared when he was younger, and so he blamed Camp Hero. So he's been obsessed with this conspiracy theory forever.
Okay.
He's just obsessed with it. He's like a little detective, and so the two of them, their stories intertwine.
And how long did it take you to write the book?
It's been like 9 months.
Okay.
But yeah, but I wrote it, and it's been hard. I had to take a couple breaks when I was filming, and when I was doing like school was getting really hard because you do homework for 3 hours and you're like, I'm gonna go write a book. But like,
casual.
Yeah, exactly.
My side project, my book.
My book. But it's done now, and the amazing writer of Pretty Little Liars, Sarah Shepard, just edited it for me.
Oh my gosh,
she is
so
the nicest person, and
what a perfect person to have.
Exactly, because it's kind of based on
the feels, the
vibes.
Yeah,
exactly. The vibes are very similar. So I'm editing it and making some changes, and I keep telling all my friends, because my friends know about it. They're like, you have to make a movie, and I want to be in it.
Oh my God!
I was like,
I
was like, I don't even need to hold auditions.
Right, because you have.
I have everybody.
All your talented friends.
Exactly.
Now,
so, yeah.
Kenzie just released a book. Did she kind of help you with the process at all and tell you, talk you through a little bit? She's got a couple.
Yeah, our books are so different because hers are
the rules of life.
Exactly,
You know?
hers are about like her life,
right?
And I mean, we haven't talked about it together, but she's read the last page of my book, and she goes around telling everyone, she's like, Lilia's book is so good. I'm like,
oh, good.
She's amazing.
Does that give anything away? The last page? Like, did she totally just ruin the?
No, she doesn't tell anybody what is it, like what it is.
Got
but she tells them that she loves it, which is the sweetest thing in the world.
Oh my God.
But yeah, she's so supportive of it, and I love her book. It's so cute. I just went to her book signing. It was crazy. She has so many fans.
It's so great. It's so awesome to see all the success of all of you.
Exactly.
Young,
I love watching my friends
girls
succeed.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are amazing.
And the sky is the limit for you. And make sure, you know, as all these updates come in, that you come back to visit us at Sweety High.
Of course.
And give us all of those updates.
I will once my book comes out.
But where can everyone follow you on social media in the meantime?
So my Instagram is just Lilia, Lilia.
Scored that username.
Exactly. I was like, thank you. Still, people say it wrong. They're like, Lilia? I'm like, not quite. Lilia. Then my
go follow her because she's almost at 1 million.
That'd be
so
great.
Close.
Thank you. And then my Twitter is Buckingham Lilia, and it's basically just my diary. I'm like, what's up, guys? Just took a science test, didn't do super well. And people are like, please stop. So if you want to follow me there, and then my Snapchat is lilia.buck.
Okay.
I think I should start making them simpler.
Yeah, just Lilia.
But that's me. Yeah. So
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much. So fun.
And thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you on an all-new episode of After the Bell, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard. 3 p.m. plural. We'll see you on an all-new episode of After the Bell. Adios.
I'm
Bye.
like, which camera should I look at? Bye, guys.